Yo, what's going on? Hey, special shout out to Cyrus and Darius. I appreciate the donations. Straight up. Real talk. Let's go. Some of y'all were like having a good old time last night when you said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy. Wasn't even realizing that you were practicing a ritual. You were giving your energy. Yeah. To the Roman god called Janus. The god of the beginning and the ending. The two-faced god called Janus. Didn't even realize it. That you were practicing a ritual. By so-called issuing into the new year. Not knowing that a new year is when spring comes. That's when everything grows. Didn't even realize it, did you? That you were practicing a ritual and giving your energy, freely giving your energy to a Roman god called Janus. Now, if you don't believe me, look it up. And you know how the Romans used to practice their rituals? You know, they had their festivals and stuff like that. And praise and honor and respect to Janus. They would have orgy parties. You know, man on man, women on women. They would have blood sacrifices. They would practice bestiality. All types of stuff. Oh, the Romans and the Greeks were some nasty, low-down heathens. And here it is, you a Christian, practicing a ritual, giving honor and respect in your energy to a Roman god called Janus. Yeah. See, let me tell you something. I don't need no holy Bible. I don't need no Quran. I don't need no holy tablets or none of that. That's all I need. This is all I need right here. This etymology dictionary. This is what really breaks spells. Straight up. Let me ask you a question. You ever been to church and your pastor mention an etymology dictionary? Huh? Has he? Or her? Have they? Or do they even know about an etymology dictionary? A dictionary that breaks down the origins of words. Huh? And this is what brings me to the point that I'm making in this video. Straight up. Can the black community depend on the black church? Well, I can tell you right off the rip. I didn't get knowledge of self. I didn't know about no etymology dictionary. I didn't know about my story. I didn't learn none of that stuff in church. But the minute I stepped away or out of church, that's when I started to receive the knowledge. And it's crazy. It's even written in your Bible where it said that you people, I'm just, paraphrasing, you people shall truly perish due to the lack of knowledge. So even your God knows just how important it is to have knowledge. So that's the first thing. I know I can't depend on the black church for any type of knowledge and information. That's right off the rip. It's real talk. There's a fog. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. There's a fog that everybody is experiencing throughout the whole world. There's chemicals in that fog that causes your throat to get sore, that causes you to have a cough. You waking up in the middle of the night coughing and wondering to yourself like, yo, such as myself, like, man, I don't even get sick. I don't. But all of a sudden I got this cough and this cough, this cough and this sore throat. I go online and lo and behold, many others have it. And everyone is talking about this fog that has chemicals in it, that's causing us to get sick. Well, I want answers. And the question is, can I depend on the black church to give me some answers? Huh? You take my 10%. And at the end of the day, I've always said this numerous of times, even when I'm talking about God or religion, I'm trying to figure out, why does God need money? But you take my 10%, I got a tithe. You know what I'm saying? Got to take 10% out of my check to give to you, the black church. When you pass that plate around, I gotta throw a couple dollars out there. Some of you black churches pass that plate around 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Then when I tell you, hey man, I ain't got no money on me, you know what you do? You point to the ATM machine. Some of your black churches got ATM machines inside the damn church. Brother, you can go to the ATM machine, but the minimum you can get out is $20. All I'm asking is, come on, could you just let me know what the fuck is going on with this fog? Why I got a sore throat? Why I'm coughing? I'm waking up in the middle of the night coughing and shit? I want to know. What about these drones? UAPs, UFOs, plasmoids, orbs. Is that a part of God's plan? Are these angels? Is this the last day and time that we're living in? I just want to know that, black church. Please let me know. And don't tell me that the black community shouldn't depend on the black church, because that's not how it used to be. Real shit. This is a culture that we're dealing with in the now, where you can't depend on a black church, but back in the past, you could depend on them. They were family orientated. They were community driven. Now, it's a handful of black churches that's that way. And please don't miss me in the comment section talking about how your church does this and that and so forth. Okay, that's a beacon of hope or light that other black churches need to follow. But while your black church is going this way, thousands of others are going the exact opposite way. Because the reality of it is the black church has nothing but prophets that want to profit off of your faith and belief in God. Straight up. That's what the black church has boiled down to. A money maker. We know this to be a fact. Black churches have generated billions of dollars. Generate billions of dollars per year. And it's a fucking shame that in the black community, the hair industry is over here and the black church is over there, waiting to take our money. Real shit. I ain't gonna say hair industry, I'll say beauty industry. So that, everything else falls along with that, whether it's hair, perms, makeup, your nails did, all of that shit. But it's a shame. What's God at when you need him? Can we depend on the black churches? Can the black community depend on the black churches? I need answers, black church. Why did those 10 people had to die in New Orleans last night? And 35 others injured. Why? Since you're so connected, you pastors and preachers are so connected to God. Next time you get on your knees and pray, tell him to give you some answers so you can give those answers to us. Real shit. And you wonder why the young generation, your Gen Zs, are walking away from the church. Because they know. They know better. See, our generation, Generation X, we weren't quite out of it. You know what I'm saying? When we were younger, we just questioned. But a lot of us still maintain being a Christian. Why? Because, hey, my mama was a Christian, and her mother was a Christian, and her mother's mother was a Christian. Yeah, I understand that, but I'm asking you, why are you a Christian? And most folks, you ask them that question, that come from Gen X, and the baby boomers, they'll say, I don't know. Straight up. But the youth these days have said that, this shit ain't doing no good to me. That's a bill. That's real talk. Church has become a bill. Straight up. And they ain't selling you nothing but hope. A hope for a better tomorrow. Shit, you could stay at home and hope for a better tomorrow your damn self. There's nowhere in the Bible where it says that you have to go to church. And I question those that go by the King James Version of the Bible anyway. Where's God's version? That's what I want to know. If God is omnipotent, all-knowing, all-powerful, you mean to tell me he couldn't take the time out to write his own book? He had to get a bunch of apostles like Mark, Luke, Anthony, Matthews to write it for him? And even though he got those apostles allegedly to write it, it's still an interpretation of his words, because it says in the Bible, the gospel according to. See that? To Matthews, the gospel according to John, the gospel according to Luke. That's Luke's, John's, Matthew's interpretation. That's basically what it is. Other than that, why would you have to say according to Luke? These are some horrible times we're living in, and we need answers. The black community needs answers. A black man just got his ass kicked and killed at the same time. December the 10th, we just now finding out about the shit in New York. I seen the footage. I seen 3 seconds. I couldn't look at all of it. I saw 3 seconds of it. How they were choking him and kicking him in his groins. Just handle them like a rag doll. Black church, please tell me. This is the reason why. This is the reason why we have abandoned the church. Because we don't want to hear God works in mysterious ways anymore. It wasn't nothing mysterious about those fucking New York cops kicking that black man's ass and killing him at the same time. No wonder why. Black people walking away from church. Because y'all ain't got no answers. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye West said, you ain't got no answers, Sway. You ain't got no answers. None. Do you know what transhumanism is, pastor, preacher, reverend, deacon? Do you know what that is? Do you know what ecto-life is? Technological singularity? Have you ever heard of Ray Kurzweil? A lot of you all miss me with that BS about some, man, you don't know this and you don't know that. I was brought up in the church. I was baptized, I think, like 10 years old. If you listen to my mother, she'll be like, man, I ain't raised him that way. And she right. My mother raised me to be a Christian, even though ain't nobody in my fucking family, and as well as people that I know that are Christians, are living Christ-like. If it's anyone that should be called a Christian, is that one that's living Christ-like, and I am close to living more like Christ-like than my family members, friends, and associates that I know that call themselves Christians. When you come to my channel, I tell you everything I know. I don't leave shit out. You get more out of a fucking 20 to 30 minute video. You're informed more than you would ever be informed if you were to go to a black church. You would never hear any of this stuff. Any of it. Because I ain't going to tell you that God is up there. I'm going to tell you God is in here. God resides in your holy temple. And that holy temple is your body. Yes. Often Christians, when I quote these two Bible scriptures, they want to give their own interpretation of it and this and that and so forth. No, it clearly states in 82 verse 6, take it back. Psalms 82 verse 6, I have said that ye are gods and children of the Most High. And John chapter 10 verse 34 says the same thing. They want you to look up and not within. There's a reason why the slave master gave the black man and black woman the Bible. It was against the Lord to teach what they call slaves. We were never Slavs or Slavics. But what they called us as being slaves, it was illegal for them to teach us to read and write. But it was okay for us to read the Bible it was illegal for us to form a congregation, meaning that, if we wanted to, form a circle and talk about how we were being abused and used and how we were going to escape. That was illegal. But it was legal for the so-called slaves to form a congregation on Sunday and talk about the Lord. So while you praying to your slave master's God to be free, your slave master is praying to his God to keep y'all niggas keep your niggas maintain y'all to be a slave. Crazy. The shit that Mr. Melanin Recessive Man have done. I need answers. Why were we hung on trees? Why are we still being killed to this day? Why is it a direct attack on a black family? Huh? I want to know. Can you talk to your God, black church? And to be real with you, I'm sick and tired of getting answers, if you were to even answer any of the questions that I asked. I'm tired of the middleman. I'm tired of you. I need God himself to come down here and talk to me. Let me know what's the deal. Clear up some shit. Real shit. Let me know that he's real. Straight up. Because ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna be walking around with blind faith. That's a setup. You be a good old nigga in a white man's world, and then when you die, you get to go to heaven. That's a setup. So you mean to tell me I'm busting my ass? I'm working 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs? And that white man got motherfucker, he owns islands. Why you don't be knocking on, you knock on my door on the weekends and shit talking about I need Jesus. You hand out these pamphlets in the hood and talking about we need Jesus. When the fuck you gonna go to the White House and act and tell Joe Biden, sleepy Joe Biden or Donald Trump when they need Jesus? Why you always throwing that shit down our throats? Why don't you take it to the melanin recessive ass motherfucking communities and pop that shit with them? You a coward, that's why. That's real talk. And I know this is going to be very controversial. And I know there's going to be some people that's going to unsubscribe. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to say it. Real men don't go to church. Because a real man would never bow down. To no man-made God. Useless. I want to know. Black church, when is inflation going to end? Inflation, funflation, and shrinkflation. I want to know. When we going to get back to organic whole foods and not GMO? Why not? Share it. This is the first time in years that I've said this. Share this video to your pastors and preachers. They don't have to respond to me. But they definitely need to respond to you. If you are a member of their church. I'm going to say this again. I don't want you to share this. Like, I don't want this to go viral and all. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm telling you to share this video to your pastor and preacher and reverend, whoever is in charge of your church. Really, that's in charge of your soul. You've given your soul to someone. Instead of having that direct contact with God, you have put a middleman in front of you and God. So, share that with your pastor, reverend, preacher, deacon, whoever the fuck. I don't need them to respond to me. I need them to respond to you. I need for them to give you answers. Give you the answers. And if they don't get back to you at a certain time, then I will advise you to walk the fuck away. Because it's obvious they're clueless. And they really don't know what time it is. That's real talk. Because you ask the average Christian, hey man, when's God coming back? Excuse me, when Jesus is coming back, they'll be like, man, you know, it's some metaphorical shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, the owl's head is going to turn, and, you know, the eagle's beak is going to put his beak down, and at the hours of the twilight days and the sixth hour, that's when he'll be back. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm living on the East Coast. I'm talking about EST, Eastern Standard Time. What time is Jesus coming back, my nigga? I need to know. Because I got a dentist appointment on Tuesday. I got to pick up my children on Wednesday. And I got to go to fucking work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I just don't want to miss the nigga. Shit, even in the Bible said God gonna come like a thief in the night. He better not come like a thief in the night, because I got that AR. I don't know. I'm just being real. Jesus gonna get shot in the booty. Fucking with me. Because I ain't gonna know. So before you break in the house like a thief in the night and shit, hey, my nigga, let me know it now. Hey, listen, this is Jesus. Put your hands up, too. Put your hands where my eyes can see, like Busta Rhymes. Hey, man, it's Jesus. You know, okay, all right. Okay. Maybe I should just ask you all a question. Maybe y'all know more than I do. That may be the case. So I'm going to end it with this. Can the black community depend on the black church?